So I've, as you know, I've been starting an Ottoman army for when I retire. Having a few problems with the army actually. So what's happening is I've started painting a few units. I'm doing some research, finding out that I don't really know enough about the army to paint it properly and build the force properly. So I need to do more research. So I'm going to spend some more time doing that. But also I'm having some issues with metal miniatures. I've always hated painting metal minis. They're just about a step up from resin, which I also hate, but I have a 3D printer, so I use a lot. So what's happening is the paint's chipping a little bit. I'm not sure if I haven't got the right primer or I'm varnishing them, but it's not particularly going well. So I didn't want to concentrate a lot of time painting the army, and then when I move to Turkey, transport them, have them all chip, and then break again, because they're really a display thing. You know, the main game I play is Age of Sigmar, and really I wanted to build this as a retirement gift to myself, shall we say. And if there are historical war gamers in Turkey, then I'll happily try and play as well. So I mean, I have painted a few of the units. Let me have a look quick. So started this little horse rider here. It's a Sipahi of the port. Very basic paint job at the moment, it's not very good. The horse that he rides started, haven't done any of the barding or anything yet, but I don't know if you can pick it up on here. There are some chipping and things like that, which is quite annoying. And I've painted the Kazan there. So I've done a few bits. I'm going to shelve it a little bit, and what I'm going to do is concentrate on New Year, New Army, GW branding and sales pitch. So I'm going to jump on the hype train. I'm going to do not one but 2 new armies, because that's just what I like. So currently I play Bone Splitters, which are, well, there's no other way of saying it, they're the worst army in AOS at the moment. Thanks Rob for the stats at The Honest Wargamer, with a win rate of about 30% globally, which is crap. But I managed to do okay with them. I normally come out with a positive win rate versus my losses. So I'm going to use those in my tournament games because it's my first love, is what I love playing. But I'm going to start 2 new armies. So the first one I thought very easy. I can just paint a few units, add in Kragnos, who is already painted for my Bone Splitters army. Not that I use him because he's crap. Here he is in all of his glory. And Kragnos can quite easily slot in and take most of the points for any of the destruction armies. So you can see behind me I already have a Gloomspike Gitz army, sorry, other side. And I'm going to start painting a Ogor Mawtribes army to go with him. So I've started very slowly, New Year, New Army and all that. So there's Frostlord on Stonehorn. So he's started to be painted. I'll show you some close-ups. Actually, in a second, I'll do a top-down view with the camera. So, started those. Got the army actually ready. You can see the sprues behind me. That's mostly ogres. A box of gluttons there as well, which are the worst part of that book as well, I may add. Dirty meta chaser that I am. Go for the worst aspects of all the books. And also, you may have noticed behind me there is a Beast of Chaos start collecting box there. So as a test, I've 3D printed a Doom Ball that I am going to use in the army. And so yeah, they're the 2 armies. I will show you the lists that I'm going to build towards in a second. I'll pop them on screen, and the boxes that I have ready to go and what I need to complete the army. So I'll see you in a second once I've changed the camera. So this is Kragnos. See, painted as an orc for my Bone Splitters army. I'm not the best painter, so forgive the paint job. So this is the start. I'll also put that to the side. Made a Frostlord on Stonehorn. It comes off. Again, not the best paint job, apologies, I'm definitely not a professional painter. Absolutely love doing it, but I'm not a professional. So that's my Frostlord and Stonehorn, so second unit. Pop them off to the side. And now I've started doing some gluttons for the army. Just putting some basic skin tones together really more than anything. Just getting an idea of, I want a lot of variation in the army. We don't all look the same, so I don't see why I should paint any of my miniatures to be exact carbon copies of each other. I think some people say it looks, most people I guess, think it looks good. I prefer having a lot of natural variety in skin tones, especially because we're all different. So that's the start of the army there. And then there is the pile of sprues ready to go for the next part. All Ogor Mawtribes bits. Some more gluttons just in case I really want to make a terrible list in the future, which is quite possible. So there we are. New Year, New Army number 1. New Year, New Army number 2. So this is the Doom Bull that I've just did a quick paint job. It took a couple of hours, just as a test to see how happy I am with them. It's okay, it's a resin printed model. Sometimes they're just quite difficult to paint, I find, but that's okay. And then we've started working on a couple of Minotaurs. First time playing with the OSL. It's not going particularly well. It's definitely a work in progress still, but going for a black bulls. And I'll probably base them kind of in a night scene as well. So we've got those, just my test models that I'm starting. Obviously, again, I've shown you the list. There's those 3, and then we have the Beasts of Chaos Start Collecting box. So Gorgon in there, some Bestigors, some Gores for slitting their throats for summoning. As you saw in my list, I want to concentrate on the monsters because it's more fun for me than anything else. So this is one of the Broken Realms boxes. So this one, there's another great Bray Shaman in there, six of the bulls, and another Gorgon or Sigor. So I will paint those up as well. So, I mean, like I said, my main army is going to be my Bone Splitters that I play with in competition and in tournaments, but I will actually put together my other armies to play at club, and we'll see later in the year, maybe we'll put them at a tournament. My aim is to play the Bone Splitters of at least 4 tournaments. That way I can see where I'm at with the army again this year. Okay, so I'll post some little shorts videos as updates as I go along with the painting, just for fun really, and see if I can ever work out how to do OSL. Like I said, I'm not a very good painter, but we'll figure that out. That's my mission for today. Okay, I'll see you next time.